these layoffs. There are times where we can't help and we get laid off, but then there's also times where we do shit that causes us to maybe not have jobs anymore, or could have caused us to not have jobs anymore. So, James, what we're gonna do here is that we've decided that now for our guests, we're gonna have you tell us about the time where I could have been fired when. A little time where you decide to get something off your chest that you have done in the past where you could have been fired. Maybe you didn't, and we'll give ours as well. And then I'll read some that we've had that we found online, and trying to just confess some things. This is your safe space to talk about that time or whatever. And
well, no, I mean a lot of people know the story.
but,
Trish may have heard it before, but there was time twice. So the first one was 2011. I worked for Home Depot.
mm-hmm.
We had issues with our team, and my manager called everybody into the meeting. Said, we're going to hash this out right now. I said, who wants to go first? I said, I'll go first. Keep it real goes wrong. I looked over at the guy, Rob. I said, Rob, I think you're weak and you shouldn't be here. And the girl, I said, Amy, I think you're weak and you shouldn't be here.
Oh, my
Miles
gosh.
dropped, room full of people. How dare you? How dare you say it to me? Who do you think you are? I said, I'm just stating the fact.
I don't remember that. That is
I'm stating the fact.
hilarious.
Now, that was horrible. That was inappropriate. And that was just downright wrong.
Oh, my God.
Lord
They probably should have written me something that was just wrong.
Beat your ass at the minimum.
Exactly. So I should have seen you outside.
Slash your tires.
I was totally out of line. Totally, it was just wrong. And I felt horrible after this. Well, at the moment I didn't feel horrible, but later on, once everybody told me, "Oh my God, that was so rude of you."
Oh my God!
Right, so imagine that now. You're in a meeting full of people now,
and somebody tells you ain't shit.
Yeah,
Man.
imagine now. Within a year, they were both gone anyway. So I wasn't probably off
because you didn't lie, right?
I didn't lie. And then at Amazon, we opened up the building in Jefferson, Georgia, and I let someone on my team take charge of it. She wanted the opportunity. I let her do it. I wasn't checking up behind her because she was doing it longer than me. And that first paycheck, about 1,000 people were not going to get paid. Now you imagine you got 1,000 people not getting their first paycheck. Oh my God.
Gosh.
So my nerves, frustration, upset.
Oh my
I got called into a room with 7 people. I had no idea what it was about. And they tore into my ass like one of them are. I didn't throw her under the bus. I took it like a champ. Right? Now, we ended up getting it fixed, but we were about a week out from payday. And 1,000 people were not going to get their first paycheck.
Oh, my God.
That was a major mess up right there. And it was on me as the leader because I should have caught that. So, yeah, those are my 2 times.
All right,
Trish, what about you? I could have been fired when?
It was, I believe it was in 1992. I went to my first.
God, way back
I worked for U.S. Airways, and I went to my first Mardi Gras. Was it my first Mardi Gras? With my girlfriend, my sister Sonia, and she lived in Philly. I lived in Pittsburgh, and so I got to the airport in Philly, and then we're tired, hungover, supposed to get my flight to Pittsburgh, but she convinces me because she's a bad influence to come back to her house, and in the morning she'll take me to the airport, and I can just fly into Pittsburgh and go to work. Well, I didn't get on the flight. I didn't get on that flight. So I had a boss who was like, he didn't care if you traveled because we flew for free, obviously, but you couldn't miss work. Like he was like serious about that. So you couldn't call off. People knew I was leaving town. So I flew in on the next flight, got to work late, said I had a doctor's appointment. Meanwhile, they can see when you're flying. Nobody was talking to me when I got to work. And then I got called in the office with him and my manager, and they suspended me for 2 or 3 days, and I hung out with Lori. So, yeah,
that's funny.
I was young though. Hello, what do you expect?
Exactly.
So hold on, Trish, you ain't got nothing recent. So you telling me in 20 years you ain't been fired for nothing else?
Could have been fired at least. Been on the borderline of being fired. I don't think so. I work with Trish a lot.
Damn goody.
Yeah, the Trish don't do nothing. But
I mean, I got in trouble.
Job done.
So no, that I did something. No, I can't.
That's not.
Wow.
No,
not at all.
That's no, because as soon as Shane said it, that was the memory that I had. So
man, dang. So I know where I could go so many places because I try to bend rules as much as possible, no matter where I go. I think early in my career, not even my career, my first job was working at Bojangles, and when I tell you, I would drop like 20 pieces of chicken before we close, and like I would make meals. I would take home so much food.
Well,
at
you're
night.
going back to your teenage years.
Yeah, that's back in my teenage years. Now
You were stealing
more.
food.
Oh my gosh, tons of food. I don't even like Bojangles chicken anymore because of how much chicken.
That is
like
so
I cannot.
funny.
More recently though, I was on doing a sales expansion, and we were traveling. It's probably about maybe 10 years ago, maybe. We're traveling. It was a nationwide Southeastern sales expansion. And so we would do the final interviews in hubs, right? So it was like Orlando, Atlanta, New Orleans, Dallas, flying to these spots, have 2 or 3 days worth of finalists come in, interviews with the hiring managers. So the same hiring manager team would be at each location. And so man, we lived it up, bro. Like these hiring managers, they were cool as shit. Like every place we went to that had a professional baseball stadium, we went to the baseball games. We got great seats, the whole nine. But when we were in New Orleans, it got ugly. We're like, let's go drinking. So Thursday interviews, Friday interviews, Saturday we make offers. Everyone goes home. All is well. Boom, boom, bam. So Thursday night, we go out to Bourbon Street, and it was my first time in New Orleans. So the managers, they're like, let's go. We got to go here. We got to go there. We got to go there. And we drinking. Every place we go to, we drinking. Oh my gosh, went to Pat O'Brien's, got like the big ass joints, like drinking those, drinking.
I got alcohol poisoning at Pat O'Brien's.
And then when the manager was like, let's go get some cigars. Now, anyone who drinks knows tobacco. If you a little drunk, tobacco will make you a lot of drunk. And if you're a lot of drunk,
especially cigars.
It does? I didn't know that.
You done.
Is that why people like cognac in a cigar? Because it enhances.
It increases.
I just thought it enhanced the flavor.
And so we get these big ass cigars, and we already done hit a couple of strip clubs. Now, like, seriously, like the managers went and took this on their work credit cards and took us to the strip club. Amazing. God. Like so we go get these cigars, and I'm probably like 4 puffs into this cigar, and I'm like, this is about to be a problem. I go to the bathroom. I'm thinking I'm in there for like 20 minutes throwing up for 20 minutes. Come to find out, I've been in there for like 40 minutes. They were like, bro, you've been here for like an hour throwing up.
That was me at Pat O'Brien's. When it was daylight, came out, it was dark.
Right. The managers were like, all right, we got to get you back to the hotel. One of the managers was like, all right, cool. Now I'm staggering. I'm done. Waiting for the taxi. The manager's there. I'm throwing up all over the sidewalk. Get me in the taxi. We get at a stoplight. I got to open the door. I'm earling all over the sidewalk. And get back up to the room. I just go right to the bathroom, throwing up all night in the toilet. But I'm professional. 8:00 Friday morning, I am there. You know what I'm saying? Manager, I am bringing candidates in, shaking hands, kissing babies, the whole 9 yards. The whole time my head is ringing. I feel like shit, but we got a job there. So definitely could have been fired when I got plastered on.
But that wasn't. That was
right.
After
that
hours.
Was them. Yeah. Well, I do know somebody who he was at a POA meeting in Vegas. He worked for Santa Fe, and he went out and got white boy wasted. His friends, colleagues thought it'd be funny. He passed out in the elevator. They left him.
Oh, that's some cold shit.
The next morning, he was asleep in the elevator when people were going down for breakfast.
No.
He got fired as soon as he got to breakfast or to the first meeting, he got fired.
But now shame on his boy for leaving him there. That's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm fighting everybody.
Something you just don't do, man.
We fighting everybody.
They weren't friends. They got gas.
No, that's just you said white boy wasted. They get that way. That's one of the things too, right? We as black people, especially black men, we cannot go to a function and go there and get too loaded. We have to
We always got to keep some decorum about ourselves. Exactly.
We just have to. You know, and I tell people all the time, you can't just go out there and get full with everybody else.
Mm-mm.
That's what they can do. We can't do what they
We
do.
can't do that.
No.
You know, you
All
have to.
right.
So Shane, I'm in a meeting one time, brother. There's about 40 people in the room. There's 2 black men in the room, 1 black lady in the room. The VP of some region invited me down to this meeting. So at the end of the meeting, hey, thanks for coming out. Hey, thanks for coming out. He gets to me, man, he gave me the bro hug. He didn't pull me to him, dap me up. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell just happened here? And I was so offended, man. I thought, why in the hell would you do that? You don't know me like that. How you gonna try to get me dap? Everybody come to this line shaking your hand. Hey, glad to meet you.
That's
Hey,
a
glad to
Key
meet
and
you.
Peele. That's a Key and Peele
Yeah,
episode when
yeah,
it was
he-
like Obama. He was like,
That was
hello,
exactly what it was.
hello, how
That's
are
exactly
you?
what it was.
Somebody
He was
black,
like,
he's
yo,
like,
listen,
they're like,
How do you do that to somebody? That is totally out of line,
that's
right? I
funny.
just felt. And so somebody said, well, he's from Oakland, California. Get that where he from?
what's
That's not how
his
you treat
favorite
them.
word, bitch?
Right. You don't do that kind of stuff to somebody. So we can't do what everybody else can do, man. We can get a drink. We gotta watch ourselves. We can't
Yep.
go get too full
Mhm.
because somebody always watching.
Oh
But
no.
white-
Okay, I can think of one more. When I worked for headhunter.net, we went out drinking. We went to dinner, but we drank, and I drank so much. My boyfriend had to carry me out of the restaurant, and I called my boss a pussy.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't drink. We're like, I was drinking Goldschlager. We were like, drink,
Oh,
drink, drink. And he
Lord.
drink us, you pussy.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Funny. It's time. Like, might get her out of it. Now, here's some. Now, again, these people weren't fired, but they should have been, right? And so, if you're a rude customer, and this is a fast food worker. If you're a rude customer, I will spit in your food, and I've done that a lot.
Oh my
That
god.
is horrible.
Oh my gosh.
When
That's
a girl comes in for smoothies that I don't like her attitude, I put weight gainer in it.
Like on Mean Girls.
Yeah, this person works at Smoothie King. That is
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
That's just horrible.
So
That's horrible.
this is from a professors, right? My husband and I are professors. Last year, he ended up with a kid while we were separated. Recently, I started having an affair with the ROTC instructor.
Ugh.
I was going to cut it off with him until he said, I know you're healing, but I'm willing to do whatever works best for you. Now I can't leave him. I'm stuck. Yeah.
What?
Things people do.
Mhm.
That's probably why I don't send food back to this day if I can help it.
I'd never
Oh.
send food back, but I cannot send. I saw the movie Waiting with Ryan Reynolds. If anybody's never seen one of
never
Ryan
seen
Reynolds' early movies, Ryan Reynolds has a movie called Waiting, and it basically takes place in like a knockoff Applebee's Fridays type setting. And the things that they did to people food when it got sent back.
Oh
After
my
seeing that movie, I was like, I will never,
Yeah,
ever.
I try not to send my. It would have to be raw on the plate.
If I send food back, I don't want it back. It's just I'm not eating it. I'm good.
Oh.
I don't want you. Don't bring nothing back to me, bro.
I have a
back
friend, a
to me.
sister who her orders are always wrong, and I'll be like, oh, can you just give me my stuff first? Can I?
Because I know they spitting in your
Right? Yeah.
food. 1000%.
I just hate that.
I know they spitting in your food.
Oh yeah.